We're going to learn how to automate tasks using macros. And macros are used to automate a group of steps that are performed on a regular basis. The definition of a macro is a set of instructions that are accessed or performed with a single mouse click or keyboard shortcut. So I'm going to show you how to run a macro. First, we're going to record the macro. To record the macro, we go to the Developer tab. Now, if your Developer tab is not showing, how you do it is you go to Options, Customize Ribbon, and you make sure that the Developer tab is ticked, and then you select OK, and it will appear. So I'm going to record a macro to insert a company logo. Because I'm inserting the company logo on a regular basis, it's easier to just record a macro and then at a click of a button, I can insert the company logo. So how we record a macro is we go to the code group and we select the record macro icon. We can then name the macro. Just make sure that no spaces are in the name. Then we can assign it to a button or a keyboard shortcut. I'm going to go with button. And then it will place the button on the quick access toolbar. I'm going to select it and click add, and then I'm going to select OK. Now my macro is recording. So I want to perform the action in as few clicks as possible without making mistakes, so it's best to practice before you start recording the macro. So I'm going to the Insert tab, the Illustrations group, and I'm going to select Pictures. I'm then going to go to Documents, where my picture is saved, and I'm going to select the logo and then Insert. Then I'm going to go back to Developer, and I'm going to select Stop Recording. So I'm going to show you the effect of the macro. I'm going to go to Home. All I do is I select the macro button on the quick access toolbar, and my picture has been inserted. So it's much easier and quicker. So I'm going to record another macro now. I'm going to go to Developer. Now this macro I'm going to record is to insert a table, because I insert a lot of tables in my work. So I'm going to insert a table and format it, and at the click of a button on my quick access toolbar, the table will be inserted. So I'm going to go to the code group, I'm going to select record macro. I'm going to name my macro. Select insert table macro, add, and then OK. Now the macro started recording, so I'm going to go to the Insert tab. I'm going to go to Table, and my tables are usually 5 rows and 3 columns across. And the table style that I like to use is the Grid Table 5 Dark Accent 5. Okay. Now that I'm done, I can go to the bottom of the screen and I can actually click this icon to stop the recording. Okay, so now I'm just going to delete that so I can show you the effect of the macro. So I'm going to go up here to the Insert Table macro. I'm going to click it, and the table has been inserted. So it saves me a lot of time and energy. Instead of having to format and insert it every time, I just click the button and it's inserted. And that is how you automate tasks using macros.